Saber-tooth tiger.
Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of Rita's Rewind. I keep wanting to call it Rita's Revenge, but it's not, it's Rewind. Bleh. Oh, I hate these teenagers and their stupid use of teamwork. Let's steal that idea. Yes, 2 champions working together will cause twice the chaos. I skipped over that line really quickly. Oh god, my voice. Help me! Ah, this place is disgusting. What a hazard to the environment. I was hoping everybody could help out if I organized a cleanup day. Sure thing, but first we need to clean up these putties. I find it funny how the 5 teens were wearing their casual everyday clothes in the industrial waste site. You're gonna get all types of gross and toxic shit on you and it's gonna take weeks to wash off and Anyway, here's the second episode of Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. Yeah, the stages are broken up into episodes. It's like every 3 or 4 beat 'em up stages and then it all culminates with the Megazord battle, so kind of like how it was in the show. There are some liberties taken. Obviously, the Power Rangers don't fight in their civilian forms ever in this game. Which, I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I guess I like it for this game because the style is different, but in the original Super Nintendo Power Rangers games, you start out as the unpowered Rangers and then you have to power up. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just a different strokes thing. I think this game made the right choice of you starting out as the Power Rangers. That sped things up quicker. Oh, turtles in the background. What could this mean? The secret lore of TMNT and Power Rangers. They're in the same universe. Yo, they really did just do that too. It's 4 turtles and goop. Somebody's gonna get sued. Don't worry about the goop. You won't take damage if you step into it. This isn't Streets of Rage 4. It's barely just a background cosmetic. What isn't cosmetic are these damn birds, though. These guys suck. Now, you can juggle enemies in the air in this game, but it's very, very specific and precise, and I can't seem to do it 100% of the time. Like, you have to combo enemies and knock them up into the air, and you have to just hit them just right on the rebound. Sometimes it doesn't even work. I feel like other beat-em-ups in the style did the air combos a bit better. Streets of Rage 4, I think still to this day has the best air juggling. You play as Shiva in that game, and I swear half of his combos will keep enemies in the air for damn near ever. No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Rangers, can you hear me?
I have new information. We're a little busy, can it wait? It cannot, Zack. A second robotic version of Rita has traveled from the future. This future Rita is now working together with herself from our timeline. How could there be 2 Ritas? It's an impossible paradox, logistically and temporally. I'm flummoxed. Whatever that means, me too. So this new Rita must be trying to alter her past, and if she does, we'll have no future. That's not gonna happen. Rangers, stay focused. Hit the phone booth right here and we'll find Miss Applebee just hanging out. Why is she in the phone booth? If you were to tell me that she's filming a movie called Phone Booth and it's taking place inside that phone booth, I'd believe you. But she ain't. Anyway, there's some contention with the time disruptor parts. Some people will say that it kills the pace of the beat-em-up sections, which I would agree if you were playing the pre-patch version of Rita's Rewind, in which case you couldn't hit shit with the time disruptors or anything else on screen, and you just... But they did fix it. The time disruptor parts are not great, but they're not terrible either. I would just, honestly, if you're playing one player, just drop the health down dramatically. That's really all I can say about that, because the time disruptors have a lot of health, and one person is just not cutting it unless you have a super move. And even then, it still doesn't cut it. Ow, my face! I suppose I should talk about my interest in the Power Rangers franchise as a whole. And I will tell you that after a certain point, I just kind of dropped Power Rangers. I don't know if it was like with Mystic Force or SPD. It was around that era that I was like, yeah, I'm done. It wasn't until recently when Nickelodeon bought the rights back that I've started to watch the newer Power Rangers show, like Beast Morphers and Ninja Steel and Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. Oh boy, Cosmic Fury actually kind of sucked. I did not like that show. The other newer shows I don't mind as much. Cosmic Fury just frustrated me for all the wrong reasons. I do still enjoy the older Power Rangers show, even though some of it has aged a fair bit poorly. A lot poorly. Mighty Morphin's still great. Zeo is okay. I still don't know what the hell Terrible is. I hate that show. In Space was great. Lost Galaxy was another dud. I'm trying to think what was after Lost Galaxy. I think it was Time Force, which I do enjoy Time Force a lot. Lightspeed Rescue is underrated. Like I said before, great show, but a really crappy N64 game. Wild Force, I vaguely remember that one. It's probably forgettable, that's why. Ninja Storm, I actually kind of liked Ninja Storm, even though that one was also forgettable. So Rita thinks she could defeat us with a giant chicken? My deadly shears will carve you miserable teenagers into tasty nuggets. So what's the plan of attack? I'm good just winging it. You did not just say that. Oh, Zach. Oh, I forgot he was like that in the show. He did have the one-liners and shit. Anyway, here's the second boss of the game. It's Chunky Ass Chicken from KFC, who is the worst thing imaginable. We must kill him. I think it's one of those bosses where you have to get him down to low health as opposed to defeat him. I don't know. Let's check it out.
Stay focused. Saber-tooth tiger. Stay focused.
You think you've won? You know what they say about birds of a feather. Oh, wait, what did they say, chicken? You're supposed to tell me. I don't know the saying. Anyway, the next stage coming up is going to be an obligatory elevator section, and a bit of a hard one at that. And the stage will also introduce a new enemy type. Just when you thought the Wrecking Ball putties or the Lancer putties are bad enough, well, there's more. Anyway, here's the elevator section. Every beat 'em up is required to have at least one of these, just like how every Castlevania is required to have a clock tower stage. And I do love me some clock tower stages. Well, some of them. This area is generous enough to give you some power surges. However, there are no food items here, and you are going to get beat up a lot. It also doesn't help that the bosses are rather annoying here. Oh, come on, that's what Billy said. If you didn't recognize the voice of the Pink Ranger, that is Christina V, who has voiced other characters such as Shantae. And I want to say that this is not her first Power Rangers project. She is in one of the newer shows. I think it was Hyperforce. Yeah, I have not seen Hyperforce. That was still within the drop period where I stopped watching Power Rangers. But yeah, Christina V, great voice actress, great talent, really. She has a lot of range. Unlike the Pink Ranger. I swore she had a bow and arrow. Where is it? Why is she not using it? And before you type in the comments, no, this is not a situation of me not using it purposefully because I'm cheating. She just straight up does not use the bow and arrow in this game. In fact, you could see her using it with her melee attacks, but you can't shoot it. I guess that would have made Kim a bit too cheap, but you can also get around that by having her have ammo. Well, you can't win them all, but it was like I was saying earlier with the older games on Super Nintendo and Mega Drive. Kim had her bow and arrow in those. And I'm pretty sure they implemented an energy system to where the arrows got weaker as you used them more often so you can't spam them. That was the biggest putty I've ever seen. Yeah, 2 heads may be better than 1, but 3's just ridiculous. Hungry for more? I brought a guest for your second helping. Taste my cranberry bombs. They're fresh. He's got a laser. Duck! Jason, that's clearly a turkey. Jason, that's a fowl. Watch out. At least there's a turkey on screen. She's using her bow now. Inconsistent. Hate this game. Anyway, heard the bosses of this stage, Turkey Jerk and... I almost said Jerk Chicken, but Chunky Chicken again. I'm pretty sure Turkey Jerk was just a thing that Bulk and Skull made and it went rogue. It went Maverick. And now they're fighting the Power Rangers. And this fight is cheap. It's not like your Bebop and Rocksteady where the guys are just stupid all the time. They are smart about surrounding you. Oh, why does Kim do the gymnastic pose every time she drops down? Ugh, I would say this is the worst fight in the game, but you also gotta remember that the Green Ranger exists. So this is not even close to the Green Ranger. It's still annoying though. You have to watch out for Turkey Jerk's laser and Chunky Chicken's hedge clippers. Or scissors, or wherever they're supposed to be. There we go. Just like in any other beat 'em up, you want these guys on one side of you. If they surround you, you're gonna hurt. Oh great, here's this move, I hate it. Dodge! Oh, I didn't dodge that time. What you have to remember about Turkey Jerk running around with the dimensional portals is that the other guy is blowing you left or right, which makes it harder to dodge.
Can someone help me out here?
I would if I had friends nearby, or if the online multiplayer was actually good. Which this game, unfortunately, does not have good online multiplayer. Kinda sad about that. Damn. This move legitimately sucks. I feel like you're never fast enough to avoid it. There's a double jump feature in this game to keep you up in the air for a little bit longer, but I feel like even with that, you cannot avoid that move.
Can someone help me out here?
Come on, I need one of you guys dead so I can deal with the other one. The two poultry by themselves are not that hard, it's whenever they're together that's the biggest pain. And I still got an S rank. They knew this was bullshit. I can't believe you defeated us after such a paltry performance. Rita's using tanks to transport her crystals through Angel Grove. Okay, Rangers, let's hit the streets. And hit the streets indeed. This is Highway 93, and this special stage takes more of a outrun approach. We're on motorcycles for this one. The game only uses the motorcycles twice, but I feel like this is a great extension to the sword stages. All you have to do for this level is destroy the time disruptors, kind of like the beat 'em up stages. It's even got the time looping nonsense whenever you fail to destroy them in time. How many times can I say time? I don't know, this game is based around this stuff. Anyway, here's the first crystal.
Lesson learned.
Where the putties get these rinky-dink cars at?
You're out of time.
4 more to go. Oh boy, I can't wait. Oh, it's another car. Oh yeah, the civilian cars in the stage are putties, so don't worry about casualties. They deserve it. You also have to watch out for walls, because I think if you crash, you just die instantly, you go back to a checkpoint. That is something you do not want. Okay, I failed that one. Oh, the endgame timer even goes back. That's interesting. I wonder if you can actually use that to your advantage to get lesser time on the score. No, I think the game is smart enough to track that. Oh, damn you, Rita! There's strange meteors falling from the sky. Why is this? Meteor Watch, starring Angel Grove. I really like the graphical style of these stages. I feel like enough games don't do this. Though I think the method of super scaling is actually harder than Mode 7, or at least it appears that way because it's a whole bunch of sprites layered on top of each other. I honestly don't even know which method of scrolling— oh, burning tanker truck! Which method of scrolling is actually more difficult? If there are any programmers watching this video for some reason, let me know down below in the comments. I don't know. More phenomenal, we got one more left. And everything on the road is trying to kill me at once. Where are we at? The Pacific Coast Highway or Audubon? There's a whole bunch of road rage here. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, this stage in particular does not have a boss, but the next one of these will. Oh god. Don't get run over by cars, and oh my god! Trucks either. Definitely don't get run over by trucks. But after destroying this time disruptor, the stage will end. That S rank is definitely going away in the next part. I have forgotten how many times you failed. Your incompetence is appalling. Yet you traveled here to use my putties and my champions. Be grateful that I don't throw you back into the time hole. You need my superior strategy as much as I need your resources. Hold your tongue and follow my lead. Damn, 2 Ritas on one screen. What is this, Jim Carrey from Sonic 3? Anyway, before I end the part, let's see if these guys have anything new to say. It looks like Ernie does. I wouldn't go near them just in case they're dangerous. But they shouldn't just sprout out of nowhere, am I right? Other than that, they're kind of pretty. Yeah, they are. Those time crystals are pretty. I'm glad you got out. That place was an environmental nightmare. It needs to be shut down. Now that I've seen it for myself, I'm going to call Mayor Carrington. Oh. What an unnerving disturbance yesterday. Okay, Kaplan says the same thing. Why did we even rescue this guy? And last but certainly not least, I heard the Power Rangers fought an enormous chicken and a giant turkey at the same time. You're a giant turkey if you're giving them the credit for my heroics. Do you really expect me to believe that you drove those monsters out of Angel Grove yesterday? 2 big birds, no big deal. I just wish I could have seen you save the city, buddy. It sounds delicious. Oh, Bulk and Skull, these guys, they stayed for a long time after Mighty Morphin. I believe they stopped appearing after, I think it was Lost Galaxy or maybe even End Space. But Bulk and Skull, they pretty much stayed there for almost ever. Anyway, here's another arcade game, and this one is kind of like Spy Hunter, except it sucks.
This all just seems very unsafe.
You can blow yourself up. I don't remember doing that in Spy Hunter. Or maybe it did, it was just not as often. And probably nowhere near as extremely difficult. And Spy Hunter was a difficult game. So yeah, the purpose here is to destroy all the cars and make it to the end of the stage if there even is an ending. And there's a time limit, which I'm not going to make. Spy Hunter Lite, also known as Drive Bomber in this case, sucks. Get me the fuck out of here, I don't like this game. Anyway, I'll see you guys in part 3 of Rita's Rewind.